sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Los Angeles Chargers and the Pittsburgh Steelers. And it's coming up next on Madden Football.
But not far from where the Steelers' former homes at Three Rivers Stadium, Forbes Field once stood, we are at Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. Kickoff just moments away. Charles, quickly, keys to the game.
For me, it's coaching. Who prepared his team the best going into this one to give them the confidence to believe that they would win the game? That's who's going to come out of this one on top.
Now the kicker, that's Cameron Dicker, set to get us started. And with the terrible towels waving wildly, we a decent return out to the 27-yard line. So the new-look Steelers offense headed out for their first drive, led by a man in his 13th NFL season now. First is a Steeler, Russell Wilson.
After a tough couple of years in Denver, Wilson finally gets his fresh start, and he's certainly hoping to make the most of it. Truthfully, though, it's been tough sledding ever since being traded from Seattle a few years back, but he still has the talent and tools to make this next chapter a positive one.
First carry for Najee Harris. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
They go play action with Wilson. Dancing to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Credit the sack to Joey Bosa.
2 plays so far, a run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on third. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Got his man, it's Warren. Oh, look at the juke. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. A gain of 4, not enough, and it looks like punt time on their opening drive as it's fourth down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. So just a 3-yard return following a punt of 45. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Chargers coming out to take over, and it is Justin Herbert at quarterback CD, now in his 5th NFL campaign.
And he's looking to bounce back after an injury-riddled season a year ago. Herbert, obviously one of the most talented quarterbacks in the league, but that doesn't do you any good when you're standing on the sidelines wearing a baseball cap. If this team's ever going to reach their full potential, they've got to find a way to keep him upright. And with his new head coach Jim Harbaugh in the fold, they'll do exactly that. They'll have a chance to win a lot of games with Justin Herbert on the field.
And down he goes just beyond the 35, but that pretty move got him some extra space to run. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's a 2nd down and 4. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Short throw underneath to Hurst. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Up the middle, here's Edwards. Linebacker Patrick Queen bringing him down.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Short throw underneath to Hurst. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Edwards now on 1st and 10. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Herbert. Short throw underneath to Hurst. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Third catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a first down.
Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his third completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And a top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
Up the middle, it's Edwards. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Back to throw here, Herbert. And he's got it. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Hayden Hurst from 6 yards away. And the Chargers are on the board first here this afternoon. Both sides of the football in sync early. You force the 3 and out, and then you take it down, score points.
You know what that tells me? They sold their game plan really well. Head coach said, listen, we're just going to stop them on 3 and out. We're going to take the ball downfield and score. But he also told them how it was going to happen. They're going to run this. We're going to stuff it. Then we're going to take the ball. They won't be able to keep up with us. And they got it done.
Extra point up and good by Dicker. And it's now a 7-0 game. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it ends with the Chargers getting into the end zone.
Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away.
And bulldozing his way through.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Yeah, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Here's Wilson to throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete.
A nice job of bodying him up to fix.
Here's Wilson. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Joey Bosa.
Keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Fourth down, Corliss Waitman now on to punt.
46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Returnable here for Davis.
Following the punt return here, there is someone shaken up. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment. The Charger drive about to get going.
They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road, so getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
And a lane slow and materializing there as he'll get maybe a yard up to the 45. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a 2nd and 9.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. Short throw underneath to Hurst.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a first down.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
On the handoff, Edwards. This will be stopped. Now 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Here's Herbert. Short throw underneath to Hurst. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a first down.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Now a handoff, Edwards. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11.
Alex Highsmith there on the tackle.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Herbert now. This will be caught just inside the 10.
And the Chargers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just...
And Edwards will score. Touchdown, Chargers. Taking it in from a yard out.
And the Chargers are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, and not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced a punt to get the ball back, and they've played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimum level.
Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And that'll make the score 14-0. So that drive 7 plays in length.
And it was polished off by the Gus Edwards touchdown run. Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They turn to Harris to begin the drive. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And they have just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks, and now here's a tackle behind the line.
Wilson.
Pass complete. George Pickens with it.
And they're able to get this one across the 35.
First catch so far by Pickens. It's good for a first down.
To throw is Wilson.
He'll get this into the hands of Van Jefferson.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 yards for number 11.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team, because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
First down, and they go back to Harris. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game? Maybe establish the run. I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
Wilson.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers.
Pat Freiermuth.
33 yards.
And the Steelers have cut it back within a score.
On that third down call, the goal was to get the ball to their tight end and pick up a first down, but he wasn't satisfied with just that. They got the first down. That was the gravy. He decided to take in the whole meal and rumbled in for a touchdown.
Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it ends with the Steelers finding the end zone. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles.
So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5.
Now it's Herbert. Short throw underneath to Hurst. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Charger football to start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. This is Edwards. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They run once more with Edwards. And they'll hold him to 3 there as he takes this up to the 47.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Here's Herbert. short throw underneath to Hurst. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 40. That one good for 13 and a Charger first.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Now it's Edwards, and he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Looking to throw on second down. Herbert, short throw underneath to Hurst. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
Again, that's Hurst.
Breaks through the contact. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 19. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Now a run with Edwards. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're not doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
From the 17, Herbert. Throw left side, caught by the tight end Hurst. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Hayden Hurst, a beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game.
And the Chargers go up by 2 touchdowns. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards, and boy, did he come through, bowling his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And it's now 21-7.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive. So we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
Second and a couple.
This is Harris on the draw, pushing through the contact.
And this is going to be a Steelers first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down. Harris running straight ahead. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here, back at the 21-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
If you're the coaching staff upstairs, you might want to file that play away. Did you see how fast the safety closed on that one? Coming up in run support, made a big-time tackle. You might want to try and check into a pass next time.
Yeah, got him for a loss. Really, really great play defensively. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. And the Steelers on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Here's Wilson. Well, they would have gotten a conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away.
And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Gus Edwards heading back onto the field.
He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. They'll run with Edwards here to begin the drive. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Again, it's Edwards. Now the ball comes loose.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
The good news, they kept the ball. Bad news, it's 3rd and long.
Looking to throw. Herbert. Short throw underneath to Hurst. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
A give for Edwards running right. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Short throw underneath to Hurst. 2 touchdowns for him already in this first half. This one good for a 1st down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Here's Edwards. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40.
48 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Throwing on second down. Herbert, short throw underneath to Hurst. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Third catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
They run with Edwards. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Looking to throw on second down. Herbert, that's the tight end Hurst with it.
And the Chargers are going to have a first and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
They'll run here with Edwards. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard that time, second and goal.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on first down, holding them to a short gain.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on second and goal. Back to throw. Herbert. And it's caught. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Hayden Hurst on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns.
And the Chargers are able to extend their lead. And this is turning out to be something to monitor as this game goes along. That's now 3 touchdown catches for him here in this first half alone. Dicker down to tack on the extra point.
And the lead is up to 18 now. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles.
Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field.
Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Van Jefferson,
72 yards.
And the Steelers are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Boswell good with the extra point. And the lead is down to 11 at 28-17. Well, the offense wasn't out there for a long time, but they were out there for a good time. One play, and they're able to hit pay dirt. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Chargers offense and Justin Herbert getting set for this next drive. And he's had things all his way in this first half. The numbers sensational as he'll look to add to them with another drive here.
The Charger drive about to get going.
And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. We'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
Throwing on second down. Herbert, short throw underneath to Hurst. 7 yards there and a first down. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
First down, Chargers.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And with apologies to Dylan Thomas, apparently they're not going to go gently into the half. They're still out there firing haymakers. They took a chance on a deep ball there, but it winds up incomplete.
To throw on second and 10. Herbert, short throw underneath to Hurst. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Herbert throwing again. Short throw underneath to Hurst. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Back to throw again. Short throw underneath to Hurst. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. And this one is right through. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. Fighting his way through contact. So we have reached halftime intermission with the visiting Chargers on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
The highlights are fairly one-sided to this point. It's a 2-touchdown difference here at the break. But I wouldn't call this one over just yet. I think there could still be some fireworks yet to come.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Chargers offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks to finish strong and close this one out. The Charger drive about to get going. The drive starts with a carry by Edwards. And a pretty little juke move there on a nice gain. In need of only about the length of the football here on second down. They'll keep it on the ground. Edwards. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2. That is caught. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways, team, design, execution.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Edwards. That's about as exciting of a 1-yard run as you're going to see. Finding a way to dodge that first would-be tackler. But again, just 1 yard out of it. Here's Edwards again on 2nd down. Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Short throw underneath to Hurst. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. On 2nd and 7, Herbert. He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst. And the Chargers are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Showing off the quick feet that time and getting forward for a pickup of 3 yards. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Once more, Edwards. And good work there defensively as they're able to keep him out of the end zone. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Looking to throw. Herbert toward the pylon. Caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Hayden Hurst. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Chargers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. So that one, his 4th touchdown catch of the game, one behind the all-time record of 5. Extra point try now from Dicker. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it ends with the Chargers getting into the end zone. Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. Now a quick throw into the hands of Jefferson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
From the gun, it's Wilson.
That's going to be caught by Pickens.
Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and that will bring up second down.
At the Chargers' 46-yard line.
Throwing is Wilson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. A strong running. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 36. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that earns him a fresh set of downs. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Now it's Wilson.
A short one there to Freiermuth.
So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be second down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Now Wilson.
Got his man. It's Warren.
And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. That'll go as a pickup of
8. Warren will try to right side.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It was Joey Bosa working his way in to bust that one up.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
On the give, it's Warren.
That second down play nets a -4.
Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
So they'll wind up losing 7 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Chris Boswell on for the field goal. A 53-yard attempt.
Boswell's kick is good. And the deficit drops now from 21 down to 18. That was perfect. From distance, he steps up, knocks it right down Main Street.
And Main Street's celebrating right now with him, aren't they? I love the mechanics of the whole thing. Snap, hold, everything was right on target, and the blocking was perfect, and he executed so well.
And the kick team down there quickly. They don't have to run as far as they used to, and they're able to stop him before he can even make it to the 15.
The Charger drive about to get going.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Back to throw here, Herbert. Short throw underneath to Hurst. Oh, able to avoid him. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Edwards now on 1st and 10. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. Second down coming up.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Herbert. short throw underneath to Hurst. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. Up the middle, here's Edwards. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. Mika Fitzpatrick, the all-pro safety, up to make the stop. And they'll come up 2nd and 7. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And the Chargers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Edwards will struggle to get to the line of scrimmage as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Again, it'll be Edwards. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. So a little extra time to ponder this 3rd and goal as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's Charger football, and they've got the lead as well as we begin the 4th quarter. The Chargers on 3rd down. Can't be any better than a perfect 6 for 6. This is 3rd and goal. They'll look to run with Edwards. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Chargers.
Gus Edwards,
His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
and the Chargers are able to stretch out their lead.
Well, he'd been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
Extra point up and good by Dicker.
And they open the lead up now to 25. That time a 9-play drive.
And it was polished off by the Gus Edwards touchdown run. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Steeler offense set to regain possession. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Now Wilson. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. Now it's Wilson.
Complete. Jefferson the target.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Well, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth.
So after the fourth down conversion, now 1st and 10 inside the 25.
Here's Wilson.
That's caught. He gets it out to Austin.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
2nd down and a little more than a yard here.
At the 14-yard line.
Wilson.
Austin is there and brings in another one.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
He's able to force his way through one man, but he can muster only about a yard on the play. 2nd down.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Russell Wilson. A 4-yard touchdown scamper.
And the Steelers are able to cut into that deficit.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And that'll cut the lead down to 18. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told.
And it was Russell Wilson finishing things off with a touchdown run.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The visitors' offense and Gus Edwards heading onto the field. And as we roll through some of the highlights, we see how crucial he's been to their success in this one. When he's in this type of a groove and his offensive linemen are creating running lanes for him, he can really put on a show, and he's done so here. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent. You're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
Here's Edwards again on 2nd down.
And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Here's Herbert. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Up the middle, it's Edwards. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. That one goes for 8 yards.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size, can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Now a handoff, Edwards. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Short throw underneath to Hurst. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 30. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On the handoff, Edwards down to about the 22 here. 119 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 3. They run once more with Edwards. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
First down, Los Angeles.
Now a run with Edwards. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter. Looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips. They're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys, they're just saying, let's just keep running it at them. We've got them now.
They'll look to make it 3 for 3 on 3rd down conversions. They need a yard here. They'll try and run for the first with Edwards. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. Just a yard, but that's all they needed. And by the slimmest of margins, it'll be 1st and goal. This is Edwards. And he's going to pull his way down to about the 1-yard line. A good run, 8 yards there, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Now it's Edwards. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's 3rd and goal at the 1. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got it 3rd and goal here as they try to finish off their victory. They'll try and run. Edwards. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Gus Edwards punching it in from a yard away as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Dicker now to tack on the extra point. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. Well, trailing here in the 4th quarter, and that personal foul, that only adds to the hole that they're currently standing in.
Yeah, absolutely a bad job of just losing your cool and letting your anger take over. Mistakes like that, not going to help you at this stage of the game.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Pittsburgh offense making their way back out. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, and with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because
It's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Here's Wilson to throw. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Wilson. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
4th down. Here's Wilson.
Middle of the field to Jefferson.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with an even 90 seconds remaining on the clock. Wilson will throw again.
A short one there to Freiermuth.
So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
He's going to let it fly. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Looks like they're going to keep throwing till the bitter end. This one's long since over, but give them credit. They're going to go down fighting. That one, incomplete.
Here's Wilson.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts, as it comes with 1:04 left to go in the game. To throw is Wilson.
Throw left side, hauled in by Pickens.
And down inside the 15 he goes.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Back to throw again.
Finding Pickens for another catch.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose, and boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal.
And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So the officials and the folks in New York got a second look at this one, and the call is going to be overturned.
Boswell good with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to 18. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Gus Edwards heading back onto the field. And you'd have to figure, he got the ball quite a bit last drive. You see the numbers, that now they're looking to chew some clock. He's going to get it even more here.
I would think so, because they have momentum going in their direction. They moved the ball that way on their last drive, and you know they're trying to lock this game down. But also, don't be surprised if they mix in a few passes along the way as well, so they can't just totally key on him on this drive.
Interesting. We'll see if that happens. Either way, looking to hold this lead. Let's see if they can do it.
148 yards rushing for him now to this point. Here's Edwards again on 2nd down.
And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field.
Here now, 3rd and a yard.
Again, it's Edwards. And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was
what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars, what's the top gear you can get into. This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance,